everybody, this is Gregory with how I lost over 100 pounds and I kept it off for 30 plus years, where there should be no hesitance in your weight loss and your weight maintenance. Today we're going to talk about Big Pharma and how Big Pharma gets you fat as well. Now before we begin, if you need help with your weight loss journey, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. Also check out all my recipes and articles on my website. I'll put a link in the episode notes. Check out my podcast. And also, lastly, if you appreciate my content, please make a donation via the PayPal link. All right, as we're still early in this Inchoate channel, I wanted to lay the groundwork on some basic things that cause weight gain. And so we are looking at childhood trauma. We are looking at little biohacks like moving the body, shaking the body. We're looking at don't drink your calories. We're looking at good sleep. Here's another one. There are medications that make you fat. We know that there's antidepressants, the SSRI family, that's going to be Paxil, Prozac. In addition to weight gain being one of the side effects, look at the inserts. You should always read the inserts of any drugs. I am shocked at people. I'm shocked at people who take on prescription drugs and never read the insert. But the inserts for the SSRIs, in addition to weight gain, suicidal ideation, homicidal ideation. We always kind of make fun of the drug commercials we see on television where they run through really fast all the side effects that the drug has. But guys, I mean, look, my website and my podcast, the original podcast that started in 2017 was called Naturopathic Earth Radio. The name of my website, even though it has a lot of weight loss stuff, is Naturopathic Earth. And the reason it's that is because I'm a firm proponent of naturopathy. I believe, like Hippocrates said, let food be thy medicine. I'm not a big fan of Big Pharma. If you run through the old episodes of the podcast, the first 200 episodes, there's a lot of uncovering the corruption of the FDA and the CDC and talking about natural ways to biohack your health, like for example, for men, low testosterone and so forth. And look, Big Pharma only cares about themselves, and at best, any medication you're taking is 50% therapeutic and 50% adverse. At best. There have been studies for SSRIs that the placebo is just as effective. As long as the patient thinks that they're taking the antidepressant, oh, I feel better. And many drugs, you're hooked on them for life, not just the psychiatric ones, but regular ones that you take for hypertension or hyper cholesterol, any of these things, you can get hooked on them forever because of the psychological effect. Like, I can only live, I can only feel good if I take these medications. Either way, look at the medications that you're on. Another one is birth control pills. We have an episode at The Awakened Man, 20 reasons, I think it's 11 reasons why women should not be taking female contraceptives. There's a lot of side effects to them. Look through your medications. Read the inserts or Google them online. I know most of you don't keep the inserts in and read them. Weight gain might be one of the negative ancillary effects of taking your medication. Now, some of you might say, well, Gregory, then what am I supposed to do for fill in the blank malady? I think this goes back to your view of allopathic medicine. Allopathic is what we would say the typical American medicine, which is the 9-minute doctor visit, and he treats you by giving you a drug. The person wants the pop a pill mentality. They take the drug with glee, thinking it's going to work, never questioning whether or not that medication is going to work. We have an episode over at The Awakened Man about how Big Pharma has come in and dictated the curriculum of a lot of medical schools by giving them large donations and financing their largesse. We've talked about how most medical schools, the clinical nutrition is only 6 weeks of the curriculum, but 2 years of pharmacology. It's definitely been Big Pharma influenced. And so a lot of people take drugs and all they think, all they know, and part of it is just their invincible ignorance, is this is the only way to cure me of fill in the blank. No, brothers and sisters. With antidepressants, for example, there's a lot of natural ways to biohack your health. And we have episodes on the podcast for that. But just off the top of my head, exercise, sunlight. This is mild to moderate. If you're severely depressed, you need to consult a doctor immediately. Exercise, proper sleep, getting sugar out of your diet, talking to people, checking your microbiome, stuff like this. Tons of them. Birth control. Why are you on birth control? There's other, like, as a Christian, I'm not a fan of contraceptives, but that's not a topic here. This would be a topic on my Catholic channel. But if you're taking them for dysmenorrhea or irregular periods, why are you having irregular periods? See, the thing about allopathic medicine in America is a lot of times we take drugs never to find the root cause of the problem. It's just to treat the symptom. And this is why I love naturopathy. Now, I think there's problems with naturopathy if you go to a naturopathic doctor, but I think there's definitely a world of complementary medicine where you can get the best of allopathic and the best of naturopathic. But at least the naturopaths are going to look into, why do you have reflux? Why do you have irregular painful periods? Instead of just, oh, you have an irregular painful period, here's the birth control pill. Oh, by the way, you might get fat. There's a lot of ways to naturally biohack diabetes. We have an episode how you can reverse type 2 diabetes in 6 months. Most people just don't have the self-control to put those things into effect, just like we've talked about here with weight loss, but you can reverse type 2 diabetes. There's natural ways to biohack your high cholesterol, your hypertension, blueberries, dark chocolate, green tea. I mean, all these things are out there and they're empirically proven, but most people just live in this allopathic world of, oh, I'm sick, I need a pill. No, brothers and sisters, you have to understand, this is all a collusion. Big food gets us sick by giving us over-caloried, low in nutrition, crap, middle aisle foods, Pop-Tarts, cookies, chips. Makes us sick because we have vitamin and mineral deficiency that accrues throughout the decades. And then we get sick, and then we get, typically the metabolic syndromes, right? Type 2 diabetes, cholesterol, hypertension, obesity, arthritis, whatever it is. Then what do we know? Because most of us aren't really well educated in this. We go to our doctor, the 9-minute visit. Doctor doesn't care about you. He's going to prescribe you a drug to get you out so he can bill you. Then you start popping in these pills. These pills many times, not always, sometimes they do have a therapeutic effect. Many times just get you sicker, or they cause a new side effect, like a lot of the antidepressants. What is one of the side effects? Anxiety. So then what do you have to do? You have to take a benzo like Ativan or Xanax. Then you're taking that. That leads to other anxieties. What do you have to do about that? I'm going to take another drug. See, it's this slippery slope. My mom, God bless her, at one point of her life, her psychiatrist had her on 8 psychiatric drugs, including Abilify, which made her like drool. Her mouth would be open, she wouldn't even know. We don't want to go down that road. So let's educate ourselves. And in this particular video, look through your medicine cabinet, do the research, find out if any of the medications you're on cause weight gain. And I would tell you, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to tell you to get off the drugs, but I would tell you, look at natural ways to treat it. Because many times, the chronic medications that we have, or chronic diseases or maladies that we have, or the minor maladies, can be reversed and remedied or treated by less invasive, less toxic ways. Ultimately, I would look into that. Because if you stay on drugs that cause weight gain, you can do the best on every other aspect of your weight loss and weight maintenance, whether it be purging the calories from drinking sodas, or getting rid of alcohol, or exercising more, or eliminating all the processed food, or whatever it is. You're still going to be overweight because the drugs are making you overweight, guys. So please look in the medicine cabinet. Post in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you have this experience, hit the notification, subscribe buttons, hit like button right now to get this channel going. I would appreciate it. Until next time, take care, God bless, and pray.